Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for Game 1 of the NBA Finals, which does start on Thursday, June the 6th. Now, I am recording this video on Wednesday night, so obviously I'm making this video the night before, but wanted to go ahead and get it out, get it posted. Props have been up for this game for like a week now, pretty much since the conference finals ended. They've had props up for the finals. But I was able to take a deep dive, try and find some plays I liked, and I've got two early props that I do like for Game 1 of the NBA Finals, which again starts on Thursday night. So we've had like no basketball for the past week or so. It's been a little bit weird, but it comes back Thursday, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this series. I did actually bet. I posted on my Twitter. I was in North Carolina a few days ago and was able to sports bet legally, and I was able to bet the Mavericks to win the series. I took them at plus 175. Put $300 on it. The tickets on my Twitter, but I'm kind of rooting for the Mavs in this series. I think they can beat this Celtics team. I think the Celtics team, has kind of had an easy path to the finals. They've been able to face some injured teams, and I'm not a big believer in the Celtics. I think the Mavs, in my opinion, can win this series. So I'll be excited to watch these games. I'm gonna be rooting hard for the Mavs, but also gonna be rooting for our props. And I've got again two props I do like for this game that we're gonna talk about in this video. So before we talk through these two plays, as always, guys, if you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure to hit that like button down below and hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, sign up, use that promo code NOAH. You will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. And also do want to mention that right now Prizepicks, as you can see on the screen, they do have a free square available. This is for Game 1 of the Finals, which again starts on Thursday. Jason Tatum's points prop is set at 0.5. This is a free pick that's available on Prizepicks right now. It's available for both new users and for existing users. So if you already have an account on Prizepicks, you can use this free square. And if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, well, that's just another incentive to sign up right now. You want to take advantage of these free squares, these promos. Anytime sites put these out, you want to be taking advantage of them. So make sure, again, you guys head over to Prizepicks, sign up, use that promo code NOAH to get your first deposit matched up to $100 and take advantage of this free square while it is still available. It will be gone after tip-off on Thursday night, so you want to use it while you can. And then also, I do want to give a shout out to Sleeper because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You guys can check out Sleeper, linked down below in the description, or again, just use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100 as well. And if you don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks where you're picking more or less on player projections. You build out an entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper, and you can win up to 100x your money. So if you guys do want to check them out, again, sign up, use that promo code NOAH on Sleeper to get your first deposit matched up to $100. But let's go ahead and talk through some props I'm liking, guys. For Game 1 of the NBA Finals, got two props I'm liking. It's going to be tough. I'll be honest, especially later on we get in the series, the lines are just going to get super sharp. I think, the biggest edge definitely in terms of player props for, Game 1 of the Finals is probably Game 1 because I think Game 1 is when there's the most unknown. And then, as the series progresses, lines are just going to get tighter. Books are going to start to adjust their lines. So we kind of want to take advantage while we can, in the first game. And hopefully the two props I give out in this video, we can, we can make some money on this, Game 1. And let's go ahead and talk through the props I'm liking. So the first prop we're going to take a look at that I'm liking is a points plus assist prop. And I'm liking Jrue Holiday more than 17.5 points plus assists. Now, I was debating between two different props for Jrue. I like more than 17.5 points plus assist. I also like more than 4.5 assists. I think both these props are pretty good. The real question is, does Jrue continue to be as good of a scorer as he has been? Because if you look at his scoring, especially in that Indiana series, he was scoring really well. He had gone over his points prop, obviously in 5 straight games. Doesn't really mean much because we do want to mention that Kristaps Porzingis is expected to be back for Game 1 of the Finals. So a lot of these Celtics guys are going to lose a little bit of usage with Porzingis back, but there's a good chance Porzingis could be on a minutes limit. We don't really know if he's going to be full go or not. But either way, I think we're still going to see Jrue Holiday have a really big role. And if you look at Drew's minutes this postseason, he has been playing a ton of minutes. In the Indiana series, he played 48 minutes in Game 1. Now, I believe that game did go to overtime, but 48 minutes in Game 1, 37 minutes, 38 minutes, 38 minutes. And then if you look at the Cleveland series, 36, 35, 38, 43, 41 minutes. In the Miami series, 33, 37, 35, 38, 34 minutes. His minutes have definitely started to rise as the postseason has gone on, and now that we've reached the finals, you can expect rotations to be really tight here, especially later on in the series. As we get to like Game 4, Game 5, potentially Game 6, if it goes that far, you're going to see rotations really tighten up. You're going to see a lot of the star players, main guys playing really big minutes. Drew's going to be needed for big minutes in this series. He's going to be needed for defense on Kyrie, on Luka. That does bring a little bit of foul trouble risk. I think that's the only thing that I'm concerned about is that if Drew is guarding Kyrie and Luka, there's a little bit of foul trouble risk. But I also think Boston is going to look to attack the matchup with Luka, because Luka's probably, I wouldn't even say probably, he is the worst defender on Dallas's team, especially in their starting lineup. And we saw this be the case in Game 1, especially Game 1 of the Indiana series. If you look at Game 1 of the Indiana series, Drew had a huge scoring game, went for 28 points, and that was mainly because they were attacking the matchup with Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton was guarding Drew in Game 1 of the Indy series. That was a matchup that Boston really looked to attack. They were trying to wear down Halliburton, and Drew had a big scoring game. I don't think, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again here, where Luka guards Drew, because I think Luka is going to guard Drew. I think they're going to put the worst defender on Drew because he's kind of the lowest usage player in this offense. But that doesn't mean that Drew still can't have a big offensive role, can still be productive. He's been really efficient as a shooter this postseason, both from the field and from three. He's been shooting the ball really well from three. He's been playing huge minutes. The usage, again, it's not going to be through the roof. Like, Drew's not going to go out there and take 25 shots. He's obviously not that type of player, but he'll still take probably 9-10 shots. He typically is a very efficient scorer. And the facilitation role has still been solid this postseason, which is kind of why I like points plus assists for Drew instead of just taking his over on points. I was debating between points plus assist or assist because I think Luka is going to guard Drew, and I think that is a matchup that Boston's going to look to exploit. I could see this being a game where Drew does step up his scoring a little bit. And I was looking at sportsbook odds. Right now, sportsbooks are favoring the over on 4.5 assists for Drew, but they're also favoring the over on 12.5 points. I was looking at Pinnacle. Pinnacle has Drew minus 136 to go over 12.5 points. He's minus 131 to go over 4.5 assists. So sportsbook odds kind of like the over on both these props. But again, I think I'm going to side with points plus assist here. I think this is a matchup that Drew can have a bigger scoring role if they do put Luka on Drew. I think that's a matchup Boston's going to look to exploit. And then in terms of his facilitation, his assist. Well, so far this postseason, Drew is second on the team in potential assists per game. He's averaging 7.6 potential assists per game. His potential assists have been a little bit up lately, though, and they were up in the Indy series. He averaged 8.3 potential assists per game in the series against the Pacers, and he had some big assist games. Like the first two games of that series, he had some big assist games. He had 8 assists, he had 10 assists, and then his assists started to drop off. But if you do remember, Drew Holiday was on the injury report before Game 3 with an illness. He wound up playing, even though he was on the injury report with an illness. He wound up playing for Game 3, wound up playing for Game 4. Maybe that was the reason he wasn't, handling the ball as much. Maybe, he just wasn't feeling right. I mean, we don't really know. But both these teams have had like a week off for rest. So I'm expecting pretty much, outside of like Porzingis, I'm expecting everyone to come into this game fully healthy. And I think Drew's going to play a huge role here. He's going to play big minutes. 40-plus minutes, most likely, as long as he avoids foul trouble. Like this matchup for him, especially if, again, Dallas does put Luka on Drew. I think that's a matchup Drew can have success in. And if you look at what Drew did in the regular season versus Boston, for what it's worth, he did go over this line in both of his games versus Boston during the regular season. Had 17 points and 6 assists, so 23 points plus assists, and then he had 11 points and 7 assists. He did only play 27 minutes in that game, but still, both his games this season against Boston went over this points plus assist line. He also went over his assist prop too, which again, I do like the over on that too if you want to play that. But we're going to take this as our first prop for tonight for Game 1 of the finals. Drew Holiday, more than 17.5 points plus assist. And then the other prop that I like from Dallas, we're going to talk about a rebounds plus assist prop, and we're going to look at Luka Doncic, 17.5 rebounds plus assist. Also like the over here, more than 17.5 RA for Luka. And let's talk through this prop and why I like this one. Now, Luka, he only gone over this line 2 out of his last 5 games. If you want to factor that in, I don't think it means really much at all. If you look at what Luka has done this postseason, very similar to Drew Holiday, just been playing a ton of minutes. He's been pretty much playing like 40 minutes every playoff game. There's only been 2 games so far this postseason where Luka has not played 40 minutes. and I think one of those games might have been a blowout. So, barring like foul trouble here or like a massive blowout, Luka's going to play 40, 41, 42 minutes, and he's leading the team in both rebound chances and potential assists per game this postseason. Luka's averaging 14.5 rebound chances per game. He's averaging 15.1 potential assists per game. So far this postseason, Luka's averaging 9.6 rebounds and 8.8 assists per game. So he's averaging, I would say he's averaging like right around 18.5 rebounds plus assists per game this postseason. This matchup against Boston, I would say, is not the best for Luka because Boston is a really good defensive team. They rebound well, they protect the paint really well, but Luka's just going to play so many minutes. He's going to be around the glass to grab rebounds, and Boston does a really good job of limiting opposing centers' rebounds. I think this could be a spot where maybe Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford aren't as good on the boards. I know both those guys were pretty good on the boards in the Minnesota series, and I would have thought, you would have thought that would have been a tough matchup for them going up against Gobert and Cat and Minnesota, who's historically been a really good rebounding team. Well, it's kind of the same thing here with Boston. Boston's a really good rebounding team. They limit rebounds to opposing centers, but that could mean Luka can kind of come in weak side, get those rebounds. He's been rebounding really well this postseason, and then obviously with the potential assist, he's always going to have a ton of potential assists just because he has the ball in his hands so much. He's does so much of the ball handling, and maybe Boston tries to double team Luka. Boston's typically not a team that traps and double teams a lot because they trust their guys one-on-one to defend. Derek White, Derek White, Drew, like these guys are really good defenders one-on-one. So I don't know if Boston's going to double team Luka much, but we know we're going to have plenty of rebound chances, plenty of potential assist opportunities for Luka. We know we're going to get massive minutes from him. And right now he's favored to go over 8.5 assists on Pinnacle. He's minus 135. That was also a prop that I was looking at was Luka over 8.5 assists. But I like his rebounds plus assists just because his rebounds prop right now is set at 9.5. Now it is juiced toward the under, but Luka's been rebounding so well this postseason to go along with the assist that I think he's got a pretty good chance of going over this rebounds plus assist line. Also, if you're on a sports book and you can bet it, or if you're on like Sleeper where they let you bet triple doubles, I don't even mind taking Luka to have a triple double here, depending on what you can get the odds at. So far in this season versus Boston, Luka did have a triple double both games against Boston this season. He had 33 points, 18 rebounds, and 13 assists. And then their other game against Boston, 37 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. So in 2 games against Boston this season, in the regular season, 31 and 23 rebounds plus assists for Luka. He rebounded really well against Boston during the regular season. And again, I think with how well Boston protects, or with how well Boston is able to keep opposing centers off the glass, they box out really well. That's probably going to allow Luka to kind of come in and get those rebounds. And again, he rebounded really well against Boston in the regular season. The assist numbers were great as well. I like this rebounds plus assist line for Luka. That's my second favorite prop for tonight. So these are 2 early player props, guys, that I do like for Game 1 of the NBA Finals, which again officially starts on Thursday. I'm recording this video on Wednesday night, so recording this video the night before, but still wanted to give you guys some early props that I did like for this game, and let's try and cash out. Let's try and hit both these plays. Hopefully we get a good game tonight, and hopefully Dallas wins the series because I'll be rooting for Dallas. I did bet them. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let's get a win tonight, and that's all I got. I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up to get your first deposit matched up to $100. But good luck, guys. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you guys in the next video.